Hello everyone, I am Conquering History Games and welcome back to my Ashoka's Pillars playthrough here in Imperator Rome. So first off, let's talk a little bit about some of these powers that are available up here. First off, let's talk military power, which is the helmet here. Military power, or virtuous to the Romans, denotes strength, courage, and honor. This value represents the accumulation of your nation's military potential. Military power is used to adopt military traditions and also do other military related actions through the game. We're getting 2 base every month and then another 2 because that's half of the military skill of my character over here. Whoops. Over here. So yeah, like his martial skill is 5. Scholar right now, so that's kind of hurting him. There. Then we've got the civic power, so that's what's used to get the inventions, which just gives us, a lot of good stuff, which we saw before the last episode. There is oratory power. This is used for diplomatic and political activities, such as improving relations and changing laws. Basically, anytime you're working with another character, you're interacting with them in any way, you're using up your oratory power. And it can also be used to change governor policies, as well as promote population units or assimilate them. And we're getting 6 because of our leader. And you know what I've just decided to do? I've decided, once I save up for it, we're just going to switch to Buddhism right away. The hell with it. Let's just see what happens, because then we should hopefully earlier be getting events that will lead to us, converting everybody else as well. Plus, dealing with that while we're also uniting India could create some interesting events or challenges. So, lofty ambitions. Sanjaya Haryanka and his dreams of high office are fairly well known. But recently he has been lobbying more urgently of his suitability and deservedness. It's pre-release. There's going to be some typos. While ordinarily we would be able to appoint whoever we liked to the post without causing offense or starting rumors, the enthusiasm of Sanja has put us in a rather awkward position regarding the incumbent official. We should approach this carefully. We could just give him the job. He'll become praester. This guy will lose loyalty toward me. It's best to be held by somebody who's got good charisma. Well, the current holder has it better. So let's persuade him to clear his ambition. We have good oratory skills, good power of persuasion. We're set there. The Arabian local power of Jira has folded. They folded to the threat of war from the Hellenistic major power of the Seleucid Empire and gave them the city of Adros. Alright. Interesting. So the Seleucids are expanding. I'm really curious to see how the Jews do out here. This is definitely a nation I'm interested in playing sometime. For sure. See how big we can make Judea. Because, Rome and Jerusalem, the 2 great cities, right? Who shall win? Of course, there's going to be all sorts of issues with, being surrounded by the successor kingdoms. That's a little bit of a problem. Might have to be dealt with at some point. Alright, it looks like our initial army is just about down here, and I think we'll just go ahead and declare war. We're going to take it all. We're going to take it all in this war, every bit of it. That's the plan, anyway. So now, let's actually put some commanders here. Okay. As long as their loyalty is above, say, 70, I'm not going to be too worried about it. Now, this is only light cavalry, so actually I'm going to bring these guys over here so that they could merge. We have our army with war elephants up here as well. These guys have some. This is a little bit more well-balanced one. The City Council of Pundra have taken upon themselves to free a sizable quantity of privately owned slaves. We can intervene if we think it best. Letting slaves get too comfortable could have repercussions. Let's see, we'll get a bit of money from doing that, but no, for freedom. That's fine. We don't want to be getting anything like that happening right now. Anyway, so it's pretty simple how you go to war. You just Need to go to political map mode there, so it's easier to see who's who. Much simpler. And we're gonna try to occupy the entire freaking nation and/or get them to 100% on the war score, and take it all. This would put us. This will, give us really, nice deep thrust into central India. Of course, we'll have these coastal areas to worry about, but it'll be real good in the long term. You can see we're pretty quickly taking these areas. Great, we have our first Sunborn. I'm just going to keep these two close by one another. Nice, we're taking some slaves. Got allowed military access. They're guaranteeing Andhra. Yeah, this should be a pretty open and shut war, I think. They've got a pretty big army here of 38,000. Let's try to deal with them, attacking them at Endor. First, we'll come south of the river. I know this is one province, my bad. This is one city together, my bad. Make sure this guy has a commander. Whoops. Okay. Shame of a governor. In the midst of a fallow season, Binsura Maurya, one of our most esteemed governors, held a vast and lavish party in his summer place at Sura. Even his most loyal subordinates were shocked by this display of contempt for the plight of the common man, and have written directly to us demanding that some manner of justice be served. Demand a payment to the city. Loyalty will go down a little bit, and they'll get a granary. Demand his resignation. He'll lose 40 loyalty. The commoners are not a problem. We will demand a payment to the city. He's going to lose the money, not us. Not a big deal, really. Looks like they're kind of screwing up as far as getting these all united together here. Battle of Endor has begun. They've got some war elephants of their own, it would appear, and oh my goodness, we just got absolutely ridiculously stomped. Okay. What that tells me is we got to unify these ones over here. Of course, that might have been because we were coming over the river, but it's okay. We'll deal with that. Let's have you come over here, and these ones we're gonna have come over here to Darur. Hopefully, we can get their armies to split. But once we've taken this city here of Kondapuram, let's then focus on actually destroying their armies. If their army is dead, then we can take as long as we need getting the rest. We also can get a new invention here. We're still doing real good in terms of money. I also got a little bit of tribute coming in. I think, though, got tribalism. I think this little oath of brotherhood could be good. We could stack the tax. Let's do that. Property tax. More money, more problems, they say, but not from where I'm standing. Not in Imperator. We're gonna have to do something later about our research ratios. I'm not too overly concerned with it. Oh, the Shattered Retreat's taking us so far out. I'm actually debating if I should just hire some of these mercenaries. In fact, we are gonna do just that. So you have a lot of mercenaries that are standing all over the place. They start at 0 organization, but this 17,000 here with their war elephants is going to be pretty good stuff, I think. Let's merge all you guys. A little bit short on the war elephants, admittedly, but they're also splitting up their armies while they're trying to take back as many cities as they can. So I think what we'll do is we'll wrap up killing these things, go from there. Any day now. Food shortage. It's because there's a level 1 fort here. That's why this is taking a bit longer. We're actually down in war score, but we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be just fine. Okay. Come on. And just like EU4, there's the siege phases, so that's what's going on over here. Short. It's taking so long. Maybe we should just keep taking cities. All right, but look, you see, we have up here this 5,000 who made a mistake, and they've isolated themselves. So we have them easily 5-1 there. It's not going to be the slightest bit of trouble to beat them. Collapse. Although Vardhana Yavana is responsible for the oversight of civic works, it has become abundantly clear that his appointment was a terrible mistake. All around the country, shabby, hideous edifices are being raised at alarming speed. Sadly, his latest masterpiece collapsed, killing a number of civic officials. We should decide how to handle this carefully. Oh my gosh, we're going to lose a lot of money if we pay off the victims of the families. Or we can have him flogged, gain some popularity. He might die. He's going to lose a lot of loyalty. But that's way too much money. Oops, he accidentally died. Well, don't have to worry about his loyalty then, do we? Alright, we have a new title that we have to assign. The Dalvarika, person in charge of the monarch's royal bodyguard and oversees their personal protection and maintains domestic order. Obviously a pretty important position. We want somebody with good loyalty. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, so I guess that's who we have here. But he's got good loyalty, although I wish the marshal was a bit better. That's just going to have to do for right now. Okay, we won the siege. That was a big one. Now, we win the war. Let's go chasing after these armies and see what we can do. You can see we're rather easily defeating these guys. By the way, this is very similar to like EU4, so as you can see there's dice rolls that are being done for each side of the phase. There's a modifier because my guy's got good martial ability. But we have also a river crossing, so that's hurting. Still, we're gonna very easily beat this guy up. This guy actually has better discipline than usual. So just like that, that's how you kill 2,500 troops and only lose less than 400. That's how it's done. Now we're gonna come over here. Imminent battle. These guys are locked in. It's gonna start in 1 month. Damn, it takes forever to walk around this area. A little tempted to go to 4 speed, but I feel like 4 speed is a little too fast. Then 3 speed feels too slow. Whoops. You're uncaring and disciplined. That's a winner to me. You've been victorious once again. Over a 10-1 win ratio there. That's what it's all about. Take back some of these areas and just continue to kill their forces. They still have quite a bit of light infantry that's still alive and tons of chariots. Everybody we can kill, the better. See, here they go. This looks to be their main chariot army. Note the differences. Like, you know, heavy cavalry, minus 500, but they're pretty good against the light cavalry, but they're not going to do much to my war elephants. It didn't go super well, but it was mostly cavalry that were killed. Alright, we have some Sioux from peace requests. We're not taking those. They're going to want to try to get some sort of light peace going. Alright, new event. Chanakya Kautila, the man in charge of justice in our great nation, has ordered the imprisonment of Bindusura Maurya due to his extreme debt. We are told he will languish behind the bars until the debt has been paid off. He will accrue gold at a rate of 60 per year until the debt is paid off. You cannot release him from prison until the debt is paid. Alright, so that's just letting me know what's going on with a family member. We need a new governor now. Don't have too many. Proud, greedy, good loyalty though, not corrupt. Yeah. That's the, whoops. That's the one to get. I keep clicking their faces. I gotta stop doing that. We still have a couple of starving pops here. But that's because of the war. Where's the other one? Here. It's war, it's because of the war. Alright, so the war is what's causing this to happen. It's not a huge deal. Oh geez, I'm not paying over here. I'm not paying attention here in the west at all. That ain't good. Yeah, we got the mercenaries still coming down here. You see, they're so busy trying to focus on the west, and I think we've already inflicted more than enough damage that they cannot get a proper army in order anymore. So let's just come down here. We're gonna probably split these guys. think we will go to 4 speed. Just need to keep a close eye. So we'll be moving faster, but I'll be pausing more often. Savvy? Alright. Let's see, for example, it's here. Let's come over here to Bidar. And where's this guy going? Here. Quick little victory there. 44 losses, that's it. It's all about, baby. That's what it's all about. Alright, let's come down here and deal with their main army. Trade routes. Some fish is in order. Trade routes aren't super important. May as well get some. We're gonna get incense, and we need... What do we want? What do we want? Citizen happiness, maybe some livestock. We're already trading for fish. You know what? Elephants. Give me them elephants. Up their discipline. Useful during this war. We're trying to... Can I hire these mercenaries? Sure can afford it. Premium cost 22. Yeah, I can afford to hire these mercenaries. It's just sometimes it's just about having enough people around. The following people support one of the pretenders. This general supports Proculius Virginus. Bribe him. It'll cost me 20 oratory. I'm not using it right now, so let's do that. It'll be a little bit more corrupt though as a result of that. It's a big bite. It's a big bite we're taking here. That's why I'm committing so many resources to this war. Future, it's not really going to be like this. Hey, keep it coming, love. Keep it coming, love. Now, in terms of the war score, they still control the province, so that's going to be worth 25 whenever I actually take it all. But the idea is going to be that we're going to eat up the entire country, which... I guess you could argue about if that's efficient or not, but that's the way I like to do it. Oh, I technically have to bring these guys home before I can send them back out. That's right. That's okay. We're doing real good. Trying to keep an eye on where their army is at. Let's come over here. I should probably split those ones in half. Let's keep going south. I think it's pretty much over. Like, their army is so weak, so incredibly weak. Zenith here will help. Envoy is requesting to import silk, but we certainly accept. Keep everyone moving. Sieging new, exciting places. We could try to take these ones on. These are mercenaries. We could... No, let's do it. Oh, excellent. They're splitting. So that's going to make my job even easier. Stop here. Oh, see, they're going west. We'll catch them in the west. Right, they're trying to take back this fort here. Got quite a bit of time for that. A lot of people wanting to import, export, stuff like that. Once we take Endor, we'll really be cooking with gas. Time to go destroy the 7.8 man army. Victorious once again. Yeah, there's just not much left of their armies, is there? Let's slow it back down to 3 speed. Yeah, white peace is imminent. We failed the occupation. Wait a minute. How long does it take for the white peace to happen? I'm trying to remember. White peace means reinforces we have failed to challenge occupation of the war goal in the following war. Okay, no. That's fine. That's not going to happen. That's something that happens when the war starts to drag on for a little bit, but it will not happen while we still occupy some of the province. So, we're going to come up here, kill them, Let's prioritize holding the province instead. We'll be okay. We have a scorned family here. Don't want any of that now, do we? The Balika family. Oh, they got a little baby. Isn't that nice? Let's see you, dude. What have you got going for you? Increase his loyalty and his corruption. Just doesn't hold a job. But, you know, his loyalty is pretty good for right now. He's scorned, so it's going down every month, but I think we're fine. People in the 60s, they don't worry me. People get down to the 30s, then I start to get a little bit nervous. Just these 3 cities, I think, are left to occupy in the actual province. Over here to Potana. Maybe 4 speed is what we should stay at after all. No more starving cities though. We managed to fix that up. Let's keep the religious power going. I want to build a marketplace. We've already done that. We could let's construct a fortress over here. Make this a little bigger, as well as the area around it. When you got it, flaunt it. We got the money, let's use it. The Pilgrims in Moisikanoi. The least years, we have seen a huge flux of immigrants traveling to Musikanoi, North Sindhu, as it has become known as a holy site among the Hindus living nearby. If we so wish, this seems like a great opportunity to make a lot of money on these pilgrims dropping by. Or we can try and garner some popularity among the populace by making sure Musikanoi is as inviting and well taken care of as it could be. So we could spend a little bit of religious power, but we'll get a bunch of money, and it'll be a pilgrimage location, and we get higher local tax. Although I will gain corruption 10 times as much as I currently have. Or will be well known for its beauty far and wide, will get religious power, and lose money. It'll increase my popularity and lower unrest. You know what? I think the religious power is much more important right now. So we will focus on that. Decisions. Incidentally, when we do embrace Buddhism, this is what the effects are going to be. A lot of my generals and stuff, basically a lot of people near me are going to also change to Buddhism, but everyone will lose 20 loyalty. Convert pop religion costs will go down by 25% for 10 years after I make the conversion, and the omen power will also increase during that time. So I need to kind of time it correctly when I do that. You guys aren't doing anything. Come on, keep taking more cities, please. And we're still trying to slowly work our way up here. Look at that! Isn't that just the ideal? We just killed this herd of elephants, basically. We lost no troops as a result of that. That's... Oh, isn't that just the best? Meanwhile, over here, making pretty short work of them. Oh, no, wait, no, they're mounting a comeback on us. Okay. Okay, we lost a few more troops than I had anticipated there, but again, it's fine. Nearly done. Still at only 50%, 57%. Can you believe it? Score. Alright, we got that taken care of. Whoops, almost clicked that. A petitioner approaches. A young rascal by the name of Virid Haraj Karu approached our Raj in private this morning. In a hushed voice, he spoke of a vision of the near future in which he was found by his loved ones having been burnt at the stake. Shaking hands, he offered all his worldly goods to the state in exchange for our protection. Convince him all will be well. That will give me oratory power, which is cool and all, but... I don't know. Jeez, it's gonna take us ages to get some of these Indian traditions. They lead to some pretty good stuff, though, here, like striding beside giants, war elephant morale plus 10%. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? What could I use this oratory for? I think I want the money more. Alright, so that's done. Let's get heading south. This is finished as well. You take the final city here. And is there anything in the west I missed? No, it doesn't look like it. 66% and counting. Trying to catch up. It's up to 69. Almost every city is ours. And a new invention time. Herbalism, possibly. Yeah, the sooner the herbalism, the better, right? Nice boosts all around. Two more to go. That puts us at 99%. Let's just take this city here. They're gathering their armies here. It looks like Endor for a final push. Should not be too much trouble at all. Still getting a positive monthly balance too. Pretty happy with that. Omen time. Wait. I can also sacrifice to the gods. Let's think here. National unrest. Religious unity is dropping. I just keep saving up and do it. Just do it. The decisions right here. But embrace Buddhism right now. Got imperial ambitions over here. That'll give us an empire form. We need to have 600 cities for that, though. We've got at least 500, but my popularity isn't that high. No kidding. Ah, I'm at 89. Well, let's, I think we're gonna do it. Again, I'm a little bit worried about the consequences of if it turns out I was supposed to turn to Buddhism afterwards. Who knows? Yeah, let's just do something that's always good. Sacrifice to the gods. Ruler corruption will go up a bit. Positive stability plus 50%. Sunyalpala. Yeah, can't go wrong sacrificing to the gods. So now we have more legitimacy, more tax, more research points, more popularity gain. Loyalty of subject states is more, etc., etc. Of course, if I want to sacrifice to the gods again, it really starts to get expensive. Right, but I think we've occupied every single part of the nation. Time to sue for peace. So let's do a suggestion. Yep, it's all mine. I'm just doing it, just making sure. I wanted to see if there was anything that I had missed. So, but you know, you could adjust it. You know, obviously it's a peace conference, pretty standard peace conference. This is gonna give me 28. Aggressive expansion. Well, who cares if everybody's mad about me aggressively expanding, because I'm going to just eat them all anyway. That's exactly what I'm doing. So we do hit OK. There we go. They've accepted our generous peace offer. Time to now, look at that nice chunk we have. That's the biggest bite we're ever going to take unless somebody unifies in the south. Incidentally, it looks like, speaking of though, it looks like Chola's getting eaten up. Now, after a protracted conquest, we have finally routed the Ashokan armies and laid waste to their lands. During the sacking of their capital, many important prisoners were taken, many of them having previously held important positions in the Ashokan clan council. They now languish in our prisons, in our dungeons, awaiting whatever fate we decide to impose upon them. Our enemies deserve no quarter, makes me popular, I'm at 100 anyway. Banish those of those class and put the rest to the sword. We'll lose half a point of aggressive expansion. Imprison their leaders, let the rest disappear. Or pass judgment on their important families. Tell you what, just for simplicity's sake, this time we're going to banish those of class and put the rest to the sword. And we'll deal with other options other times. So we have some disloyal provinces here. That obviously that ain't good, but let's give them a governor. Now, who's the scorned family? The Balika. Right, so congratulations, dude. You definitely earned this. Oops. I swear, it was... you totally were the best man for the job. We're gonna do that. We also have another one here, Mulaka. How's his loyalty? His loyalty's okay. Now, in terms of money, we're still doing great. Army maintenance is fantastic. We could, you know, try to get something else going. There's an alliance here between Unalta and Andra, which might be good for me actually, because then I can eat them both up at once. Instantly, we have 537 cities right now, so we need 600 to take that other thing. Maybe we should go after them. What have we got here? 22 cohorts and 22 cohorts. That's how many I just had to deal with. Maybe. Maybe. You know, keep this blob train running while I still have such a good ruler. So, incidentally, let's look at these children. That guy's content in life, I would imagine. We can hold some games, but I'm already pretty damn popular. Don't need to. He's just a great, great ruler. Our primary heir. I don't remember how long it is until I can get him out. Have him become a gladiator. He's also got some kids of his own. Banish him. Execute him. He's zealous. He's ambitious. He's deceitful. Deceitful is kind of bad because it gives us corruption, but more finesse. Got some good finesse. This looks like a really good guy. Right now he's still paying off the debt. Wish I try to remember if there's a way to see what his debt is. I don't know. So I'm trying to think how we can fix up the efficiency here. Is this the right guy for the job? He's a 10. Yeah. How about you? 11. We could bring in this guy, Kirata, but it's not a big deal. Same, really. You were at 9. Oh, we have somebody who's a 10. Here, alright, we're going to switch you out then. That'd go a little bit faster. Still have some starving pops, though. It'll work itself out, sure. Check this out in the meantime. Let's move you guys here. We're going to merge all 3 of you into a mega army. And then go after the rest. Slaves of Ramnan are revolting. Harsh treatment and high numbers have led to the slaves of Ramna to rise against their masters. They demand that they be granted their freedom, that their former masters be punished. Word of this revolt is spreading quickly. This is them here. Quickly, and it is inspiring hope and courage in some, and fear for life of property in others. If a slave can easily overthrow his master, then no free man is slave. This rebellion will be crushed. Any cities that fall to the rebel army will see their slave pops join the rebels. Okay. We're going to have slave unrest for 10 years now. Rebels are going to get that army. So the obvious thing to do would be to hire these guys, but their organization is going to be at 0, so we're probably going to hire these mercenaries because who knows how friggin' long it's going to take for these guys to walk up there, which is really why it's not that great hot an idea for me to just keep everybody bottled up over here. Also why I'm hoping the Seleucids aren't going to get into stuff with me. But right now they're at war with Albania and Atropatene. Tripoli? Albania? Can't be that Albania, right? Who are they at war with? Oh, this Albania. Alright, so the Seleucids right now are trying to go up into the Caucasus area east of Armenia. Is that how they're spending their time these days? How's Rome doing? Rome is steadily advancing. They haven't totally linked together all of their own lands, though. But I'll probably check back periodically and see how they are doing. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the campaign so far. We still got a lot of military stuff ahead of us. We still got to get some more religion, but we got good stability, good a lot of stuff. We're in a pretty good situation. I think the biggest problem we might have right now is dealing with some disloyal people. But maybe we could build some units up in here. No, the whole province is disloyal, so we can't do that. But we will figure something out here. Like cultural assimilation is needed or something. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I'll see you then. I am Conquering History Games. Please subscribe if you have not already, and have yourselves a great day.